Mikey Gilz, if you please, would you give us your DraftKings breakdown?
All right, well, we're going to start off with the devil in the flesh himself, Kevin Croom at $7,400. Like, look, it's our lowest price dog in the card, so hear me out. Like, Kevin Croom, he's not a walk in the park. Like, I know we've had some fun with him on the show before, but at the end of the day, he's a scrappy dude with a legit submission arsenal. Like, he's an all-or-nothing grappler, and I have to respect that going against a guy like Bruce Leroy. You know, he's been submitted 5 times in his career. It's like Real Mike says, like, once a tapper, always a tapper. And I can see a Hail Mary sub at some point. It's worth $7,400 to find out. Next up, Montana De La Rosa, $7,800. De La Rosa, she's only 26 years old. Her record doesn't really explain how good she is or how good she's getting. She had a lot of those early losses. I think this weekend it could be something like a coming out party for her. Like, she's getting better every time out. She's going to be the faster girl in the cage. She's good enough everywhere to stay out of trouble. Worst case scenario, I see with her volume, she's a high floor loss, but I like her for the win. Next up, William White Knight, $8,200. Like, this is like a spy versus spy in terms of power, but Knight's just shown to be more in terms of like, he's shown me more in terms of ability. And like, I've seen him fight out of bad spots. I've seen him rally against guys who have a clear advantage in grappling. I've seen him fight hard for all 3 rounds in decisions. I just think he's the more creative fighter of the two. And if that isn't enough, I really like his post-fight backflip thing that he does. It's cool. But next up, Ronnie Lawrence, $8,600. Like, simply put, I watched several of these guys fight and saw the same thing over and over again. I think if Ronnie Lawrence can get close on Cachero, he's going to ragdoll this guy. And Ronnie's style of grappling is built for scoring points. I can see multiple takedowns around, and that's how we stack up points in DraftKings. So give me Lawrence all day. Next up, Alexander Hernandez, $8,700. I've watched Thiago Moises for years, and I've seen him have the same flaw in his stand-up. It's a flaw that Alexander Hernandez is built from the ground up to exploit. And if Hernandez can keep this fight on the feet, I think he dominates Moises and takes him out inside the distance. This does have shit the bed potential just based on Moises grappling, but the upside is incredible. And I think Hernandez, he's just going to put on a show in this fight. Last up, Magomed Ankalaev, $9,300. Ankalaev, he's on the verge of becoming a top contender. Like, 205 is a bit of a mess right now in the sense that, like, we have a new champion, but instead of going after challengers, we're looking at super fights. Either way, though, that gives the contenders time to just pick one another off and just let a clear number 1 guy stand out. Call me crazy. I think Ankalaev can be that guy. I just see him fighting for a belt within a year after this fight's ending. So I like him for the win at $9,300, highest price guy on the card. Just recap real quick. The Devil, Kevin Croom, Montana De La Rosa, William Knight, Ronnie Lawrence, Alexander Hernandez, Magomed Ankalaev. Let's go. This leaves you no wiggle room, no cash, but as always, this is the COVID era. I will update you guys on Twitter as when 3 of these fights drop off. So let's go.
Sorry, I'm looking. If Kevin Croom wins, we need to get like a shirt made for you that has like his crazy face with horns. It'll be great.
He's had that logo with it's like the Kevin Croom Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo that he puts on his banner. I'll get that as a back piece. That's a bet right now.